So I just asked her if she was pregnant, hoping that she would tell on herself so I wouldn't have to tell on myself because of the fact that I just went through her phone or the fact that Taye had already told me. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I thought I had a solid plan. I'm like, yes, I'm just gonna say, look, I had a dream that you was pregnant, and since she was gonna tell on herself, we would get into it, and then she would have no choice but to leave my crib, and all would be well. I wouldn't have to sleep with my best friend Taye, and you know what I'm saying? Things would slowly but surely go back to normal, right? Absolutely not. As if anything is ever that easy. So mind you, I'm coming off like trying to be funny about it. I'm just like, ain't that crazy? Like, I'm laughing, y'all. She is not laughing. In fact, she ain't even blink. She just kind of looking at me. And I can't really tell. Like, I'm trying to read her, but I can't really tell if she's just looking at me because it's like, oh, like I found her out, or if she's looking at me because she's just typically like lost because I'm really laughing. Like, I'm really like cracking up. So it's probably like a minute since I done said that, and she's sitting there, so I'm like, Martha, like, is everything okay? Like, you heard what I said? Like, I had a dream that you was pregnant, and she's still looking at me. She has not blinked. She has not broken any type of eye contact, and I'm just like, are you okay? Next thing you know, Martha's eyes get very watery, and out of nowhere, she just starts crying. And not just any crying river. She just inconsolable at this point. She will not stop. Her shoulders, like somebody crying so hard that they shoulders, like, when they be crying, their shoulders get a jump and stuff too. That was Martha right there in front of my face. And as always, like, please don't cry when I'm talking to you, when I'm yelling at you. When we into it, don't cry, because automatically that just makes me feel bad. So I just started thinking to myself, like, wow, that was so crazy of me. I should have never did that. Like, she just was crying. Like, my God, like, you make yourself sick, Martha. Stop. But in my head, I'm like, dang, is she crying because I found out? Like, she like realized that this could possibly like hurt me, or I'm saying she wasn't really to tell nobody like what's going on. So she finally was just like, you know what? I do have something to tell you. I'm just like, all right, well, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Go ahead and admit that. I'm about to turn you up, and you about to leave my crib. Martha goes on to tell me that like having a baby is all that she ever wanted to do. Like, when she was a younger kid, she always had a baby dolls and couldn't wait for the day for her to be a mom or whatever. About how she didn't come from a good childhood. About how she felt like she never really had a good relationship with her mom, and about how some things had happened in her childhood, and still that she didn't want to give up hope. Her whole life dream was to have a child, and the child's life be better than hers was. And I'm listening because I'm like, okay, I feel that, like, I understand. Cool. She's like, and with that being said, she was like, I'm not even able to have kids, and that's why when you said that you had a dream that I was pregnant, she's like, I'm crying because I know that I would never ever be pregnant. Wait a minute. So Taye already told me, I'm saying this in my head, Taye already told me that you was pregnant. I just went through your phone and seen messages of this dude that was basically just like, don't harm y'all baby. But you saying that you can't get pregnant? So me wanting more information. I'm like, what you mean you can't get pregnant? Like, what you mean you can't have kids? I know it already sounds straightforward, but like, nah, Martha the type of person where you really, like, she need to lay it all out. I want to hear everything. We're going to have to do this play by play, because like, what do you mean? She said that some incident happened to this guy that she was talking to or whatever. She had to be rushed to the hospital, and they basically just told her that after the procedure is done, she will no longer be able to have kids and things like that. She'd have to adopt or get a surrogate, things like that. So I'm thinking in my head, like, wait, did Taye lie to me to throw me off? Or is Martha sitting right here lying to me in my face? I couldn't tell. One thing about Martha, I got to give it to the girl. Grammy Award nominated actress. She's better. Name the best actress you know. Put Martha above her. That's the type of person Martha was. I mean, the tears, the humping of the shoulders, the very sad story, the tone of her voice. I feel like she even made sure her eyes was like a certain, like, bro, she had it in the bag. Not gonna lie, got to give you your props. Somebody taught me how to do it. Hold on. So Martha continues to cry, and she's like, yeah, like, I want so bad, and like nothing else I want more than just to have a kid, but I know that nothing never be like my case, my situation. Sometimes I get jealous because I feel like, I guess whatever the guy did to her, she felt like the guy took that away from her, and that, she was very hurt by it, this and that. So, I start consoling her. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? I'm so sorry. Like, I don't know why I had that dream. Like, that is crazy. I'm sorry you went through that. Like, I'm here for you. Don't worry. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay to cry, like, whatever. But I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Something in me, I'm just like, I don't know. I've never known Taye to lie, but at this point, I don't even know who Taye is. She trying to F me on my back at this point. I don't really know Martha. I don't really know her, but it's something. You know how, like, you could tell somebody lying, you just can't prove it. So, I'm consoling her, you know what I'm saying? We hugging, you know what I'm saying? She rubbing back on my neck or whatever. We start kissing. At this point, I don't know if it's just a sympathy thing or just me feeling sad for her, but I let her take me down once more. I know what y'all gonna say. I'm disappointed in myself too. I am disappointed in myself. There's no reason why I should have been doing all of that. Like, that's so crazy to me. I should have said, no, Martha, let's just stop it right here. It's going too far. But I couldn't. She make it hard for you to say no. If you know, you know. Some girls, they just make it hard to say no, bro. All right, so Martha do what she need to do to me, and I'm out like a light. You know what I'm saying? It don't really take much. You know what I'm saying? I'm out. I'm asleep. I wake up. I'm like, maybe Martha in the bathroom, because, she kept going up using the bathroom back and forth or whatever. So I get up. I notice the bathroom door is open. That's weird. I'm sure she wouldn't be like in my room without, me knowing. Because mind you, we've been in the living room on the couch this whole time. I go in my room, nobody in the room. Nobody in the kitchen. I go outside. There's no Martha. I'm even looking for her phone. Like, there's no Martha. So I get to calling her, and at first she didn't answer. So I'm like, blowing her phone up like, hey, are you okay? Because I'm worried. Like, I didn't know if I set off a trigger. I didn't know what was going on. So she finally answered, and, she sounds normal. She's like, hey, babe, what's up? I'm like, oh, I woke up and you weren't here. You didn't tell me anything. I didn't have no text from you. I'm just kind of worried about you. Like, you know what I'm saying? What you got going on? She's like, oh, nothing. I just kind of needed some fresh air. I didn't want to disturb you. You was knocked out. You was snoring. So I'm just kind of, you know what I'm saying? Just out and about, just trying to clear my head, just trying to get, regulate my emotions. And you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I understand that. You sure everything's okay? Do I need to come be with you? Whatever the case may be, like, just let me know. You know what I'm saying? I want to be here for you. And, in this time. My thing was, if she wasn't lying, I didn't want to be the person that, you know what I'm saying, went all the way out my way to just prove that she was. And if she wasn't, like, what if Taye was lying? What if those emails was something completely different? What if they was, I didn't even really check the dates. I didn't know what was going on. I'm just like, you know what? Maybe this really affected this girl. So let me just push back right now. So boom, I'm gonna give her space. 30 minutes passed, an hour's passed, 2 hours passed. I'm like, all right, like, you sure you okay? Mind you, you're not from here. I don't really know where you at. You don't really know people. I don't really know what you're doing. She's like, I'm good, babe. Don't worry about me. Like, everything is all right. I'll be back home. Like, what you want me to cook? This, and that. I'm just like, all right, like, maybe I just need to chill. So I get up, go ahead and get in the shower. I find me like a little movie to watch or just something to keep my mind occupied, since Martha gone or whatever the case may be. My other friend, Ashley, she starts like calling me, blowing on my phone. And mind you, I still felt some type of way because I just felt like, you know what I'm saying, that was being too messy. So I'm just like, whatever she want, she could text me about it because I don't feel like talking right now. So she did text me. She said, you need to answer your phone. This is an emergency. Like, what's going on? Like, where are you? This is crazy. So I call her back. I'm like, what are you talking about? The only crazy thing is what y'all did to Martha stuff. And then we come over there and ain't nobody coming outside. Y'all scared with her. She interrupted me. She's like, no, Staryan. What did you tell Martha? I'm like, what do you mean? What did I tell Martha? She's like, I feel like you had to tell Martha something because she just came over here looking for Taye. But Taye is at, the shop getting her windows fixed because remember Martha had busted the windows out. And she's like, she just left over here. She's very mad. She's just looking for her, whatever the case. I'm like, but why would I have to tell her? So I'm like, why would you jump to that conclusion? She's like, I don't know. It's just the fact that she didn't come without you when we asked her where you was at. She was like, don't worry about that right now, whatever. She was like, it just seems pretty sketchy. So I was just trying to see, like, was there something being talked about? Like, was there something being said? Because she's looking for Taye and it's not looking good. Like, she looks mad, like, very upset. I'm like, I don't know, but I'll call you back. So I get to calling Martha. Martha is not answering. I'm blowing her phone up like, hey, you need to call me. Like, why was you just at Taye's house? I thought you said you was getting your mind right. Blah, 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 blah. I'm texting her phone. I'm blowing her phone up. Martha finally calls me back, acting like nothing is wrong. She's like, hey, babe, I'm sorry. I was using the GPS. I'm just like, bro, where are you? What are you doing? She was like, by any chance, do you know what shop Taye's going to like, get her windows fixed? I'm like, no. Why are you worried about it? Like, what's going on? She was like, oh, nothing, babe. I just don't want you to be mad at me. It's just, I feel like there's some things that you don't understand or whatever. And at this point, I'm just tired of getting played with. Like, I feel like I have to, like, stand my ground. I have to stick up for myself for all this other mumbo jumbo hoopla. I'm like, bro, get to the point. What are you saying? Out of nowhere, her voice changed. All of that, hey, babe, voice and stuff on the way. She was like, okay, I'm gonna kick it to you straight. She was like, I know you ain't had no dream I was pregnant. I know exactly who told you that I was pregnant. I know exactly who trying to stir up things between us. And I'm tired of letting her slide. Whether I'm pregnant or not, she gonna get that. Like, I need that from her and she gonna get that. So you was playing me crazy. So Taye wasn't lying. And you are pregnant. Well, babe. So I'm like, wait, so what you saying, Martha? Are you saying you're pregnant? She's like, that's none of your business right now. All you need to be worried about is finding me Taye. Like, that's it. Like, I'm looking for her everywhere. If I got to go sit outside her house till she get back, that's just what I'm going to do because she's taking it too far. Like, I don't know what's her thing with me, but it's just got out of hand. Like, I won't let her come in between us. Mind you got a baby, you pregnant, so it really ain't no us. I was being nice when you stayed at the crib, but if you think, then you sitting around here lying about you pregnant. I don't know if you pregnant or not. Baby, bottom line, it ain't no us. So I'm like, Martha, calm down. Like, bro, where you at? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for my keys or whatever to go outside and try to, like, chase her down. Because at this point, I'm just like, bro, what are you doing? I'll go outside. My car not there. Now, I'm the only one with keys to my car. So for my car not to be outside, and that was a paid off car. No. Feel me? Big Dollar Papa stop playing like that. So it's like, where my car at? So I'm telling Martha, like, oh my God, I think somebody stole my car. Like, my car not out here. She like, Staryan, I'm in your car. Go lay back down. There's nothing you can do to stop this. It was bound to happen anyway. The way that she was going, like, it's a done deal. Like, she's gonna get it, and that's just that. Like, who does she think she is? Trying to, like, run and tell my business, this, and that. I'm like, so you're mad, you're upset about it, so this must be true. Martha, are you pregnant? Martha, are you a child? So I'm waiting on her to answer, and she's like, hold on, Taye just texted me. And I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, what'd she say? She was like, oh, Taye texted me and said, I heard you was looking for me. This the low to the shop. Pull up. Mind you, Martha in my car. My other friends is at Taye's crib. So Taye has the car at the shop. So there's no way neither one of us could be there. So right now it's just going to be Taye and Martha. I said, Martha, if you love me, you'll turn around and come home. Y'all, the phone hung up. Sleeping with a pregnant girl wasn't the problem. The problem was Martha. And I'm not going to lie, I was upset with myself because it took me so long to finally realize that. Because at this point, it's too late. Martha's on her way to the auto shop because Taye's up there getting her window fixed. I can't do nothing because Martha has stolen my car at this point. My other friends can't do anything because Taye's car was kind of like everybody's car. So at this point, it got to happen. I did feel a little bit of relief because I'm like, you know what? They want to fight. Might as well just let them fight and get it over with because I'm tired of the back and forth. And in my head, I'm thinking like, you know, if Taye fight Martha, maybe it just, you know, she'll get off me because she's just so gung-ho on us being like, you know, doing stuff together. So I'm like, maybe if she fight Martha, then she'll just leave me alone. Cute. So I'm just sitting there. I call my other friend back. I'm like, well, you know, Martha on her way up there with Taye. She's like, well, we're just going to stay out of it at this point. Let them do what they got to do. You know, they've been friends for the longest since first grade. Like, just let it happen, whatever. She's like, I'll call you if I hear something. You call me if you hear something. Cute. So I'm sitting there, like, flipping through the channels or whatever on my phone, scrolling social media. At this point, I had to let it go. Next thing you know, I hear Kyle outside. And I'm just like, let me get up and see who that is. I'm walking to the door expecting to see Martha because at this point, I knew she was going to come back. I mean, she got my car, whatever like that. I look out the door and it's Taye walking towards me. She don't got no bruises on her face, no scratches, no knots, no nothing. So I'm like, oh, well, she must want to fight. But at the same time, where Martha at? So Taye walks up the steps. She walks past me. She like, what's wrong with you? You look like you seen a ghost. You are the ghost. I'm like, so what happened? Like, did y'all fight? She's like, no. Like, Martha ain't even see me. I told her that I was at the auto shop or whatever like that. But I had been got my windows fixed. That's just to, you know, throw her off the trail while me and you do what we got to do. Well, so what we got to do, Taye? Like, so what you want? What you mean what we got to do? Taye was like, Starion, I already told you what I wanted. I'm not going to change my mind on that. And I'm not going to stop until I get what I want. She was like, while Martha out there trying to find me at the auto shop, whatever like that, we going to be here handling business. Therefore, you can move on with your life. I can move on with my life. She's like, I don't care what Martha do. Oh, so she ate, not going to lie, she ate that, but so Taye just keeps talking about how, you know, Martha gonna always think she won, but Taye gonna always have the one up. But as she's talking, she's like taking her clothes off. And she's like, don't worry, I just got out the shower. Everything's fresh or whatever. Like, you can smell it. You can smell it. I'm still standing there in disbelief. I'm like, so you got Martha out there driving around looking for you while you here trying to F me on my back. Is that correct? Taye's like, yes, that is correct. I mean, what's wrong? At least I'm not pregnant. Oh, okay. So I'm still just kind of trying to reason with Taye because I'm like, look, it's not too late. We don't not have to do this. Like, there got to be something. Like, Taye, what about our friendship? We've been friends for so long. We've been cool. We never been into it. Like, I don't understand why you acting like this. I don't understand why I got to be like this. She like, Starion, be quiet. Shut up. Lay down. Confession, why did I kind of like that though? Like when she did that, I was just like, oh, okay, like you telling me what to do. But anyway, so I'm like, nah, Taye, like I'm not here for this. Like I'm not about to do this. Like I know you're gonna be mad. We don't got to be friends no more. It is what it is. So I start walking towards the door, like about to leave out of my apartment because at this point she can just stay here. And I was low key concerned. Like the girl is pregnant. I don't know if Martha done put the pregnant pee on me, and I'm just kind of in my feelings about it. I don't know if I'm having symptoms of like possibly I'm the baby dad. Like I don't know what's going on, but I was really concerned about Martha, y'all. So anyway, I'm walking towards the door. Taye is in front of the door, no clothes on, mind you. And I'm just like, bro, watch out. She's like, no, go lay down. She's like, you're not escaping this. You're not running from this. You might as well just go ahead and get it over with. I'm telling you, I will never stop. I'm like, but I'm telling you no. And if I say no, no means no. You do not have my consent. You do not have my go. It's just a no for me. Taye's like, did you tell Martha no? Apparently not. If we did something, So here I am thinking I'm just gonna shove Taye out the way of the door so I can walk through. Yo, I tried to shove her. The girl didn't budge. Somebody been drinking their milk, they Cheerios, eating they Flintstone vitamins, something, because she was stocky. She was just stern. She was very stiff. She didn't move a muscle. So this time I tried a little harder, only she grabbed both of my hands and pushed me towards the couch so hard that I almost flipped over the couch. She's like, Starion, I'm not going to ask you again for real. Like, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to do it the right. But I'm like, bro, I don't want to do this. So whether you being nice, whether you being generous, whatever, I don't want to do this. Like, for real, like, let me go. She walked up on me, no clothes, and started bear hugging me and started whispering in my ear, talking about, you could take it, you could take it, you could take it. I don't want it, I don't want it, I don't want it though. And in that moment, I'm thinking, like, how embarrassing must this be for you? Like, I don't know how people do that. Like, when somebody does not want you, what do you get out of forcing yourselves on them, or like they don't want you, gang? wrap it up, pack it up. It's not gonna happen, gang. So at this point, we tussling. I'm trying to pry her hands from on me. She started trying to push herself on me. Like, you know what I'm saying? We going this way, we going that way. I'm like, Tay, stop, chill out. Like, it ain't even that deep. Like, come on, gang. And like a child, she's just started saying, but you let Martha do it. You let Martha do it. You let Martha do it. I'm just like, okay. I finally was able to grab both of Tay's hands. I was able to push her up against the couch. And I'm like, so I got her pinned at this point. I'm like, you have to calm down. You got to relax. It's not that serious. Honestly, you scaring me. I'm trying not to put my hands on you. I don't want to fight you. You need to stop. Tay says, oh, but you wouldn't fight Martha. Bro, we passed that already. Martha had my consent. I was doing stuff with Martha. Martha was doing stuff to me. I liked it. I do not like what we're doing right now. It's almost as if she finally came to her senses and was like, wait, so you don't like it at all? I said, no. She was like, you don't want me at all? I said, no. She was like, do you hate me? I don't hate you, but you're my friend. I don't look at you like that. I don't aspire to do anything of that nature. Like, it's still not too late. Like, I feel like even at that point, you know, we didn't do anything. She didn't really, you know what I'm saying, force herself on me too hard. So at this point, I'm like, we can still be friends if you just leave, bro. Like, that's really it. She starts crying. I mean, uncontrollably, talking about what's wrong with her. What does Martha have that she hasn't? Like, Martha always gets her way, but she has to do this. I'm like, it's not about, I don't know what this weird thing that you and Martha got going, but please leave me out of it. I beg. So Tay's sitting over there in the corner, no clothes on. So I just start picking up her clothes, whatever. I'm handing her clothes, like, man, put your clothes on. It's going to be all right. Like, you know, so I started trying to give her words of affirmation. I'm like, you're a beautiful girl. You got a lot going on. Somebody out there would love to have you, love to be with you, do all the things that you want them to do. That person is just not me, though. She's crying. She's saying she's sorry. She's saying how much she hates herself. And I'm like, look, it's okay. I'm telling you, we can pretend like it never even happened if you just leave. I don't want you here right now. I don't feel comfortable with you being here. Like, can you just please go at this point? She's crying. She's like, do you really want me to leave? Yes, I really want you to leave. 1000%. Please get up and go. She gets up. She starts slowly putting on her clothes. She was like, before I leave, can I have a hug? And I'm like, Tay, I don't feel comfortable. And before I could get it out, she ran and she jumped on me. Y'all ever try to like when you holding the kid, you try to put the kid down and the kid like literally wraps their legs around you, or they're doing everything in their power because they don't want you to put them down. That's how Tay was on me. She starts talking about like, oh, I don't want Martha to have you. She don't deserve you. This, and that. She don't know how to love you. This. I'm like, Tay, here you go again, bro. Get off of me, y'all. I'm doing everything in my power, but this girl is not budging. She had whatever her technique was. It was definitely working. At that point, I just gave up because at this point, I'm tired. Like my strength is leaving my body, but I feel her like getting pulled up off of me. And I'm just like, oh, so maybe she do get it. Like maybe she about to stop. Lo and behold, y'all, it was Martha. There Martha go, saving my life. There Martha go, being my hero. She got Tay by the hair and literally yanking her. As soon as Taye's head went back even a little bit, Martha just started landing on her. Mow. Straight face shot. At this point, Taye whole body and hit the floor. She balled up, like trying to protect her face. Martha like, nah, get up. Like, run me my one right now. Like, I'm tired of you playing with me. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. I'm just like, oh my, it happened so fast. Martha standing there, you know what I'm saying? She in her fighter stand. She looked at me. She was like, are you okay? Are you okay? Did she hurt you? Like, let me know right now. I'm like, yeah, Martha, I'm fine. Martha was a cool person up until she wasn't, though. You feel me? She making sure it's mid-fight. You making sure I'm okay? Like, okay, cute. Tay get to reaching for her pants. I'm like, oh, okay, so she about to get it in, too. She just trying to put her pants on. She go in her pocket or whatever, and she bring out a knife, like a little box cutter blade. Martha was like, okay, that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. But I'm telling you, you better make sure you put me to rest. Because I'm telling you, if you don't, I'm going to do that to you. Because at this point, I feel threatened. I feel like you're trying to take me out the game. So, Tay, make sure you use that with the best of your ability. Basically, make your next move your best move. Now, let's run it. She had big knots on her face. Her eyes was already starting to get black, and you could tell she wanted to cry. Tay was stunned. She was shocked. When Martha kept hitting her, because it happened so fast, she pulled her by the hair, pulled her back. So she already had an advantage. She got her pulled back, and she studied wham to the face, wham. Everything was crazy. But you could definitely tell that Taye's feelings was hurt. It's one of those things, you know, when your parents get you, you know what I'm saying, you get in trouble, they get that belt, and you love them, and you think they love you, but your feelings hurt because they hitting you with a belt. I feel like that's the look that Taye had on her face, like, dang, Martha really putting BTA right now. So when she grabbed the box cutter, I feel like that was just her, like, fight or flight. Is it flight or fight? Hold on. I just feel like that was a just instant reaction. Did I think that she was going to use that box cutter on Martha? No. So I'm standing there. Martha's ready. She's like, come on. So, like, what's up? Taye is kind of still quiet. Next thing you know, tears start rolling down her face. And I'm just like, come on. Like, I can't let this happen. Number one, Martha is pregnant. Number two, you can tell Taye really don't want to fight for real. And I'm not no bully. I hate seeing people fight. And you can obviously tell the other person is either balling up or they running away from the other person. Like, that's lame to me. So Taye starts talking. Mind you, she still has the box cutter in her hand. Mind you, Martha is still in fighting stance. And I'm standing, like, right in the middle. She's like, how did this come to this? We used to be best friends. Like, ever since the first grade, I've never missed one of your birthdays. I've always been there for you. Like, our moms call each other sisters, this, and that. Like, what's going on? Like, look at us right now. I'm just like, oh, brother, that's what I've been trying to say from jump. Haven't I always, throughout the whole story? I'm like, bro, you and Martha been best friends since the first grade. Surely it's something y'all could do to talk this out, because at this point, I'm not even understanding what all the fuss is about. So then Martha chimes in. She's like, no, you've been asking for it. Like, look what you did to my belongings. Like, the way you've been talking to me, all this other stuff. We might as well just go ahead and get this over with. And then, honestly, I'll still be able to move on to be your friend. But she was like, I'm not letting you leave without putting BTA. Taye says, I don't even care anymore. If that's what you really want to do, then go ahead. Here, she throws down a box cutter. She's like, go ahead. You want to hurt me anyway. You've always wanted to hurt me since that situation. What situation? So I'm standing there right there in the middle. So finally, maybe this is the tea that we all been waiting for, because it's like, yeah, really, what's the root of the problem? Because I can't be it. Like, please. What I did notice was Martha kind of got quiet. This whole time she's been going back and forth with Taye. Every time Taye says something, Martha says something. But now all of a sudden, Martha is quiet. So Taye says again, she's like, that's what you want to do. You want to hurt me, huh? You feel like that's what's going to make it better. You feel like that's what's going to get your lid back. Go ahead. Hit me. Am I the only one not knowing what's going on right here? Taye was about to say something else. Martha quickly interrupted her and was like, you know what, Taye, you got it. Just get out. Like, stop talking. Don't say nothing else. Just get out. Taye's like, no, I just want to know. We can't just keep on going on like this never happened. Like, let me know. You want to hurt me. You want your lick back. Like, you feel like you need to do something to have the one up on me, don't you? Martha proceeds to say, Taye, I promise you, if you don't stop talking, I'm going to put my hands on you for real. I'm telling you to leave. We can just go ahead and squash this. We can let bygones be bygones, whatever the case may be. Just stop talking and leave. Get out. Putting somebody out of my house just don't sit right with me, but whatever. Taye starts walking up close to Martha, so close that I can feel Taye on this side of me. And I'm just like, all right, like I kind of elbow her, like just vibe, because Martha is at ease right now. We're not trying to turn her up. Taye's like, no, Martha, look me in my eyes. Like, did getting pregnant by him, did that make you feel better? Did that hurt me? Because you know it did. Like, that broke me and you knew that. Martha started talking loud over Taye, like, oh my God, here you go. You doing the most. Like, please, don't nobody want to hear that. Just leave, get out. I'm not trying to talk. I promise you, you keep talking, I'm a... So they starting to argue. I'm thinking, like, wait a minute. Why would Taye, as your friend, be hurt if you got pregnant by somebody? I don't care who my friends get pregnant by, as long as they out here, you know what I'm saying, taking care of their kids, whatever. My friends gonna do what they gonna do. I could care less. I'm like, but why is Taye saying like she was so hurt? Like, I'm ready for them to keep talking so I can find out the tea. But for some odd reason, Martha is like, no, stop. Like, she keeps interrupting. She keeps like talking overly loud over Taye. But Taye is standing right there and she's trying to get everything off her chest in that moment. So finally, Martha is like, are you ever going to be able to let it go? Like, please, you keep dragging this on. You keep talking about it. Like, it's not relevant no more. Like, you just keep on coming back to the conversation and the situation when I already told you I was over it. I'm done. I don't care no more. Taye says, well, I still do. Like, what happened to us didn't have to happen, but it happened and it really meant something to me. So what happened? What happened between you and Martha, Taye? At this point, I'm talking to Taye because apparently we're not going to get the truth from Martha. Taye's like, oh, she didn't tell you? You know, well, she didn't tell me. Next thing you know, I feel my whole body fly back. Martha done me out the way. And next thing you know, she got Taye like hemmed up against the couch. She's shaking her. She like, Taye, I promise you, if you say something else, it's going to be me and you. Taye's like, do what you got to do. Like, I'm not about to fight you. Like, you pregnant. I'm not even about to do that. As you can see, I've never laid my hands on you. I got too much respect for you. I got too much love for you. And I'm just like, it's getting weird in here. Martha's like, no, Taye, I don't care. You literally doing too much. You're blowing me right now. You need to calm down. Get out. I don't see why you even still here. I said, I don't want to fight. I said, I don't even care no more. Why haven't you left? Taye start crying and she says, because I'm tired of it being like this. Like, I thought you coming down here for my birthday was going to make things better. I thought that me and you was going to be able to, you know what I'm saying, mend the things that we have been through. But honestly, it got worse. And I feel like if I walk out the door, I'll never be able to talk to you again. Wait a minute. So I try to butt in again, even though I was shoved in the corner. I'm like, Taye, just give her some time, whatever. Just leave right now. Everybody, let's just calm down and y'all can link up and talk about this later. I ain't gonna lie. If I was Taye and Martha told me I could leave and we don't gotta fight and it, like everything be dropped, I would have shot out the door. What I'm talking about, I would have, yeah, I would have been gone. Taye proceeds to talk more and says, hey, I don't think I'll ever be able to get over it. I do kind of still want to go back to that, but I understand now that we're just friends. And so at this point, I have no choice but to let you go and do things. She's like, I'm not going to fight you. You're pregnant, so you might as well just stop all that. And so then Martha says, I'm not even pregnant. Dang. When Martha said that, kind of like low-key, I'm kind of happy that she said that because, like, all right, cool. I didn't hurt the baby when we was doing what we doing. But it's like, dang, you was faking pregnant? Or why was you making Taye think you was pregnant? In my head, I had already claimed Martha's baby on my taxes. Just saying. But anyway, it kind of dawned on me because Martha was like, listen, I'm not even your friend. I don't want to be anything. What happened. It just was one night. I don't know why you still so stuck on that. I was drunk. I barely even remember. Just let it go. Oh, y'all did the grown up. Oh, y'all was getting busy. Oh, y'all was getting to it. So that's where the emotions was coming from. So I was like, Martha, you could say what you want, but I felt something. I know you felt something too. Like, I felt like we was getting closer and everything. Then when you met that guy, he didn't like me around you because he knew, like, I was obsessed with you. And that's when they put it, like, a little rock between our friendship. And ever since then, we haven't been the same. She's like, I just want that back. Not gonna lie, it was kind of cute. You know what I'm saying? Seeing, like, Taye is literally begging for Martha. And Martha is, like, not going for it. She's like, Taye, please. Oh, my God. We had one drunk, silly night. Friends do that type of stuff all the time. I don't want to be with you. I don't like you in that way. I just want you to leave me alone and forget about it. I'm still stuck. So, wait, you not pregnant? And it's almost as if Taye heard me because Taye's like, well, what happened with the baby? Martha says, I was never pregnant. I knew you was going through my phone, so I made those emails and those text messages up because you was always going through my phone. You act like you own me. I don't belong to you, Taye. I don't belong to you. Then she started calling Taye by her real name. Let's just say her name is like Taviana. She's like, you don't own me, Taviana. I don't belong to you, Taviana. I'm not yours, Taviana. Leave me alone, Taviana. Well, I'll be. Would you look at that? So y'all messed around for one night. Obviously, it got to Taye to the point where Taye want to be with you or she want to make this last forever. So maybe that explains why she was keeping you from me for some odd reason. She could have just told me. So now I kind of feel bad because I done went behind her and I double dipped. And I was definitely hitting that. You feel me? Like back to back to back. And ain't nobody said nothing. Taye says, oh my God, the only reason why I was acting the way I was acting towards you is because when I found out that you was pregnant, it really hurt me. But now that you're not pregnant, we can really start over. We can really make this. It's almost as if I'm not standing like, hold on. That's low key my girl too. Is it not? Chat, tell me, whose girl is it? Is Martha my girl or is she Taye's girl? Like, for real, like, let's be so serious. Like, come on. Taye is apologizing. She's telling Martha, like, I love you. Like, I'm in love with you. You was my first experience. I want you to be my last experience. Like, this whole thing, I was going to do a story on or whatever. It was just to get back at you. Oh, so I was going to be the get back. Do you know how that feels standing there here I am thinking like, dang, like, my friend really liked me. My friend obsessed with me. My friend in love with me. You was only using me to get back at Martha this whole time? Not that I wanted Taye or anything, so don't think that. This ain't that. Martha's overly frustrated. She's like, Taye, listen, nothing that you will do, nothing that you'll be able to say will ever make that night happen again. She's like, if we just can't be cool and move past this, then I'm not interested in doing anything else. Stop being crazy. Stop stalking me. Stop trying to see who I'm talking to. Stop. Just leave me alone, Taviana. Please, Taviana. Watch out, Taviana. Taye looked at Martha and was like, okay, I'll leave you alone. Just give me one more night. That's the same thing she said to me. Was she not player for real? Come on, I'm standing right here. In so many words, Martha basically said she'd rather pass away than to do something else with Taye. She just wants Taye to leave her alone. She just want to move forward and live her life. Like, honestly, this is getting really creepy to her. It's getting too obsessive. Like, Taye has already overly did too much and that she really wasn't interested. Now, I do feel bad for Taye because, you know, I feel like that was her first girl experience. And some of y'all may know, once you know what I'm saying, that first time with that, it got to be that special girl. Mind gone. It's like you never knew love before until you've been with that one girl. Martha said, listen to me. I'm going to tell you one more time. Just leave. Either walk out now and maybe there's going to be some chance of us just being cordial, or you stay and I promise you I would never have anything else to say to you again. Taye got up, put all of her clothes on, walked towards the door, looked back, said, Martha, I love you. I always love you. Whenever you're ready, you know where to find me. And she walked out the door. I ain't gonna lie, gang. That's deep. Like, you can really tell fucking love, though, for real. Seeing Taye walked out low-key hurt me, and we didn't even have nothing going on. Martha looked at me and said, you know what? I'm sorry you had to see and, you know, go through all this, whatever, but that's over now. Now let's talk about me and you. What we doing? Oh, brother. Sleeping with the same girl that my friend slept with was definitely something that I thought would have never happened. And I don't really know if my feelings was hurt because I felt like, dang, if we is going to sleep with the same girl, I could have at least been first. Because I'm not going to lie, y'all, I was feeling like the sloppy seconds. Martha and Taye slept together first. Then me and Martha slept together. Wait, am I the sloppy seconds or is she just sloppy? She definitely the sloppy seconds. So anyway, I felt some type of way about that. And I also felt some type of way because I think I low-key liked Martha in a weird, crazy way. Especially when I found out like, oh, so she really not pregnant. But at the same time, how can I like somebody? How can I have feelings for somebody after seeing one of my best friends break down right in front of me, wanting Martha to love her, wanting to be with Martha, telling Martha like, hey, give us another shot. I'll do anything. Martha, you could definitely tell that she did what she did just for the thrill of it. Martha just a fun girl. She want to have fun. Taye was in love. Taye wanted a relationship. Taye wanted any and every. She wanted to spend the rest of her life with Martha, but Martha didn't want the same. So yes, watching my friend Taye walk out the door so sad and heartbroken because Martha's like, look, leave. I don't want to talk to you. If there's any chance of us even being cordial, you'll leave right now. Like, stop talking, whatever the case. Taye left. Martha turned around and was like, what me and you doing? And honestly, I'm just kind of looking at Martha like, are you ill? Are you well? Is it? And this is exactly how you know Martha wasn't in her right mind, because it's just like she was trying to pretend like nothing even happened. She's like, you know what? I'm finna find us a movie to watch. Like, I'm about to cook, whatever. Like, she's like, should I cook or do you want to go out to eat? Like, literally, are you ill? I guess Martha noticed that she was talking to herself for the past 10 minutes, and she finally was like, are you okay? Like, I really hope nothing that Taye said is bothering you. I had been told that girl that, you know, we both got drunk one night and it happened. It didn't mean anything to me. But I'm like, but it meant something to her, and the way you treated her was just kind of crazy. Also, why you didn't mention that? When I asked you, like, what's going on between you and Taye? I knew it was something there. I didn't know it was that. But at the same time, you knew that it was something way deeper than just like, oh, she's mad because I'm talking to you. Y'all was messing around. She caught feelings. Again, leave it up to Martha, downplaying the whole situation. She's like, you shouldn't worry about that. That happened so long ago. It's about me and you now. I just either want to be cordial with Taye. I don't have to talk to her at all. I'll cut her off, whatever you say. I'm just like, how long ago was it? You keep saying like, oh, it was so long ago. She's like, oh, that happened like 3-4 months ago. Now, I'm not the brightest crayon in the box, but 3-4 months is not like a long time ago. So I'm like, furthermore, why would you lie and say you was pregnant? She's like, I just wanted her to leave me alone. I felt like if I told Taye I was pregnant, then she would lose feelings for me and get over me. But obviously it hurt her to the point where she just felt like, you know, she wanted to get her lick back. I'm like, so you was going to use me to get the lick back? She's like, no, I have feelings for you. I actually love you. You love. Oh, brother. Martha continues to try to plead her case. She's like, I'm not pregnant. Actually haven't did anything with anybody since Taye. That night I've been saving myself for you, like all this other jibber jabber. I'm just like, wow, look at Martha go, y'all. Go, Kylie, go. That's why I was looking at Martha like, wow. What Martha did know is it's like you did this girl, your friend, since the first grade like this. I can only imagine how you would do me. Like, she didn't even understand the fact that she was trying to play it to me like, oh, it meant nothing to me. We was just having fun. It's just a drunk night. But the way she was just downplaying the situation and talking about Taye only kept showing me the type of person that Martha really was. And I was turned all the way off. So Martha asked me, she's like, what can I do to make it better? Like, what do you want me to do? And I told Martha, like, look, I just need some space right now. This is a lot to unpack. I'm in shock. I'm just kind of thinking about everything that has been said over the past 30 minutes to an hour, and I need my space. This girl looked me right in my face and said, oh, okay, well, you can go ahead and go somewhere. I'll be here when you get back. Are you ill? I told Martha, like, nah, I'm going to give you till the morning to find somewhere to go. But honestly, I just don't think this is the best thing. Having you here in my space like this after all this that happened, like, I'm just not feeling it. I'm uncomfortable, and I'm not about to be uncomfortable in my own home. Kill. Martha says, oh, okay, I understand. I will get a hotel room right now. Like, whatever you want. I'll get out your way. Just please talk to me. Like, don't shut me out. Don't ignore me. Let me know if there's a possibility or a chance of us, like, rekindling anything. Mind you, it really wasn't nothing to rekindle. I mean, now I'm feeling like, you know, Martha talking to Taye, like, it was just a little fun. You know what I'm saying? We had our little fun. It is what it is. You want more. I don't. Look how fast Karma coming back. She's like, oh, you just kind of talking crazy right now, but whatever. I'll just leave and we can revisit this tomorrow or maybe another day. I'll give you 3 days tops and then you can let me know how you feel. Martha was getting her stuff that she had left and she walked out. I'm not sure if she had an Uber. I'm not sure if somebody had to come back. I didn't even check. That's just how much I didn't care in that moment. But I just know she didn't take my car that time. I sat back down on the couch, I grabbed my phone, and I noticed that Taye texted me. I opened the text, and it was just like, I'm sorry. So I text back, and I'm like, for what? She was taking too long to text back, and in that moment, I need you to, you know, see and talk quick. So I called her, like, what you sorry for? Taye goes on to tell me that, you know, she was meaning to tell me about the her and Martha situation. She was actually wanting to ask me for advice, but she was scared about what I was going to say. Mind you, my friend. I don't care if it's a man, woman, duck, dog, cat, whatever. Like, I don't care. Like, you could have told me, you could have came to me and asked me for advice. But she's like, she would have never thought that Martha would, like, meet me and fall in love with me because Martha would always stress the fact that, like, she could never do anything with a girl. She could never be with a girl, especially after her. She had told Taye, she promised Taye that she would be her one and only girl, and that was that. So Taye begins to talk and she's like, yeah, so I did fall in love with Martha. I felt like we could have, you know, did that 100 times more, but she could, like, low-key tell that Martha really wasn't feeling her. And I was like, yeah, well, did you know that she lied to you about being pregnant because she didn't really want you to, you know, be all over her? She was kind of, like, trying to throw you off. And she was like, I kind of had a feeling, but then again, you know, Martha made it seem real. Like, Martha is a very convincing human being. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I did feel sorry for Taye, like, in that moment, because I'm just like, dang, you could really tell that even after all the crazy stuff that happened, she still really wanted to be with Martha. But end of the day, Martha it was a done data. Like, she wasn't feeling that at all. So the phone kind of got quiet, and so she's like, what do you think? And I'm like, I'm trying to think, like, how do we move past this? And then Taye's like, do you think we could still be friends? Because honestly, like, I don't care. Like, after tomorrow, I'm not even going to care anymore. Like, it is what it is. I'll just accept what it is. But I feel like we did have a good friendship. Me and Taye never been into it. We barely even argue any of all that stuff. So it's just like, I don't know. It just still felt too sticky for me. So I told her, like, I'm going to tell you, like I had told Martha, like, I just need some space. I just need some time to think, whatever the case may be. She's like, okay, cool. She's like, well, I noticed I left my work badge over there. Can I come get it? And I was learning, like, you know what? I'm kind of sleepy, but whatever. I'll leave the door unlocked. Just get your work bag and like, get your work badge and leave. I don't feel like talking. I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, doing all of the extra stuff. She's like, oh, yeah, cool. Like, I definitely understand. Kill. Now, I did low-key try to wait up for her, but at the same time, I'm sleepy, I'm exhausted, and low-key, my feelings hurt. I ain't gonna go and say, like, my heart broke, but I'm just like, man, I'm just kind of, like, low-key disgusted. But anyway, hour passed, 2 hours passed, no Taye. At this point, I'm dozing off. Yeah. Martha texting me books, paragraphs, all of that, like, explaining that she's sorry and that she really wished that we could start over. She just wants it to be me and her, that she really sees a life for us, this and that. She could never see herself really being with a woman, but I check off all the boxes. I'm just her type, this and that, whatever. She's about to tell her mom about me. She's just talking to herself in my text messages, really. So boom, I end up falling asleep. I'm asleep on the couch or whatever. And it's like this point, I feel like I'm dreaming about Martha. And it's just like me and Martha really living the happily ever after life. You know what I'm saying? We dating, we get married, we having kids or whatever like that. And it's like we land in the bed and like Martha's rubbing my head. She's talking to me. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. Like rubbing your fingers through my hair. Like that's one of my things. So, you know, it's just like I'm dreaming, like, you know, I'm just feeling the vibes. And it's like I'm slowly like waking up because I feel, you know, somebody touching me. And I'm like, all right, now I'm not dreaming. You know, I like you. I was just telling somebody, like, sometimes you know when you're not dreaming. So I'm just like, wait a minute, somebody really touching me in real life. So I'm coming up out of my sleep. And it's so crazy. I thought to myself, like, I wouldn't even be surprised if Martha came back and she came in the house and she's trying to, you know what I'm saying, you know, plead her case or whatever. Like, I wouldn't even be surprised. But when I rose up and saw that it was Taye, like, just rubbing on my hair, just sitting there beside me on the couch, I'm just like, what are you doing? You could tell she's been drinking. You could smell it through her pores or whatever. And she's like, I'm just so sorry. I feel like all this is my fault. I should have been honest from the jump. I left you out in the dark. Even when you asked me, like, what's going on? I don't know why. I was just embarrassed to admit that I was basically losing my mind behind a girl that didn't care. And basically seeing Martha just basically fall for me so fast, it really hurt her feelings. And she didn't really know how to take it. She's just unconsolable at this point. And she's just like crying. I'm just like, calm down. I'm just not waking up. So I'm just really trying to, you know what I'm saying? You know, you wake up, you feel like a little lost. So I'm just really trying to make everything make sense. Although I did not like the fact that she's just like in my house rubbing on me, I'm just still trying to, you know, be a friend. Like, listen, you're just experiencing your first girl heartbreak. Like, it's going to be all right. You're going to look back on this and start laughing or whatever. It's just still fresh. You know what I'm saying? This happened like 3-4 months ago. Like, it is what it is. So I get the hug and Taye because I'm trying to console her or whatever. And I see my phone lighting up on the table. It's still Martha has been calling me time after time after time again. She's been calling me nonstop. Back then, we didn't have the D&D, super D&D. So her calls just coming straight through. And I'm just like, bro, leave me alone at this point. Even Taye looked over and she noticed that Martha was calling me. She was like, can I ask you something? I was like, yeah, what's up? She was like, do you think you and Martha, like, could ever be together? And I told her, like, honestly, if it had not been for them messing around, like, yeah, I would have been, you know what I'm saying, a stepfather and everything to the baby. If she was, like, I had already, like, Martha was cute. She was, you know what I'm saying, my type, everything like that, everything cool. But after this and then seeing how she moved and seeing how she handled my friend, I was just turned off. Like, and that's just the honest truth. Like, it is what it is. So then she asked me, she's like, would you care if, like, me and Martha ever, like, got together, if we did something again? And low key, I didn't care about them being together, this what it is, but why did it make me feel some type of way thinking about them doing something? Martha had that fire. I'm not gonna lie. She had that fire. 10s across the board. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. That's just what it is. But like the Taurus that I am, I told Taye, whatever makes her happy, like, it is what it is. I'm not gonna be mad at her. Like, I hope she heals. You know what I'm saying? If it's with Martha, then that's what it's gonna be. If it's without Martha, that's what it's gonna be. But honestly, like, I was just cool on a friendship with her. You know what I'm saying? We could be cordial, but I don't think it ever just be the same. It just really didn't hit. You know what I'm saying? It was just really thrown off. I felt like I just needed some time. And she was like, you know what? I completely understand. Like, thanks for letting me come back over, get my work back. Like, thanks for this talk. I really needed this. You know what I'm saying? Everything. Yeah. We say our goodnight. She get up. She walk up to the door. She opens the door. And she's just kind of standing there. And, like, where my couch was sitting there, I have to turn around. So I turned around. I'm like, what you looking at? And she's like, Martha's outside. I'm like, outside doing what? She's like, I don't know. She's just staring at me. So I get up and I go to the door. And I do see Martha just standing there like something off a scary movie. And she's like, oh, that's what y'all on? And I see Martha running full force towards the door trying to get into the house. I don't really regret too much in my life because I just felt like, you know, what happened, just move forward, accept it for what it is. But one thing I feel like if I could go back and change, it would definitely be dealing with Martha. So when Martha showed up outside my house while Taye was there, you know what? I felt like me and Taye was actually making progress talking about the situation. I felt like she really needs to let it off her chest, whatever the case may be. Martha seen us and ran full force towards the door. I was shocked, so I was stuck. I really couldn't do anything. Taye was trying to close the door, but I don't even think the Lord himself would have been able to stop Martha from coming through that door. She ran and she literally pulled her foot up and kicked right through the door, which the door ended up hitting Taye. Taye ended up falling back. Martha jumped on top of her and just kept going. I still remember standing there like, wait, am I dreaming? Because everything was just happening so fast. And it's just like, nah, I'm definitely dreaming. So I'm just like pinching myself, like touching myself, like, wait, nah, this really going on. So I'm trying to get Martha off of Taye and like, all right, I'm 6'2", right? But I'm still small. So it's really nothing I could do with Martha, especially because Martha is like raging. She's angry. Like, I felt like her body was just hot. She was mad. And at first, Taye wasn't doing anything. She was just kind of laying there, whatever, trying to cover her face. The next thing you know, I don't know where she got the strength from, but she grabbed Martha, like, with both of her hands. She started shaking her and was able to, like, turn her off, like, get her off of her. So now Taye's on top, and she throwing them hands. And you could definitely tell Taye didn't want to fight her. She even started crying. She's like, what is wrong with you? Why are you doing this? Why are you making me do this? I don't want to fight you. I don't want to be like this. Why do you hate me so much? This isn't even my fault. Like, you need to calm down. Like, she was just really trying to talk to Martha. Martha wasn't trying to hear none of that. So now that same rage that Martha had, Taye had it now, and it just really wasn't no stopping them. And they're like, you know what? It was bound to happen. I might as well just go ahead and let them just go ahead and get that out so they can move forward or not, or whatever the case. But they was bound to fight, whether it's going to be at my house or somewhere later on down the line. So I might as well just let them go ahead and get their fade. And because I know a lot of y'all going to be asking me who won, I'm not going to lie, y'all. They was going tit for tat. I felt like at first Martha was getting the best of Taye, but when Taye got on top, she was getting the best of Martha. I don't feel like either one of them really won. It was a tie. I'm not just saying that just because of Martha or just because of Taye. I'm just being honest. I just felt like both of them did what they were supposed to do. They was fighting so long and so hard. I just felt like both of them was kind of giving up. At one point, they was just holding each other. So no licks was getting passed. They was just kind of breathing hard, saying, get off me. No, you get off me. Let my hair go. No, let my hair go. So I finally stepped in the middle. Was like, all right, y'all, like, that's enough. Like, at this point, it's going too far. Y'all got y'all fade. Y'all got what y'all wanted. All right, like, let each other go. Let each other hair go. Let each other clothes go. Let's just be done with this. Not sure why Martha was just like, okay, daddy, whatever you say. But she immediately let go of Taye. She immediately stood up and was just kind of looking. Both of them just still out of breath. And I'm just like, bro, look what y'all did. Friends since the first grade. And look what y'all, at this point, what is y'all fighting over? Like, Martha, what made you just run up on her like that? Like, what's going on? Like, what's the beef about? Martha claims that she felt disrespected because Taye was coming after the love of her life. Not sure who the love of her life was, but anyway, Taye was just like, what do you mean? You came running straight towards me. I came over here to talk to Starion and to get my work badge. I'm not sure what's going on with you or why you have all this hate towards me, but I don't want to be like that. She's like, I never want to fight you again. I never want to put my hands on you again. I just want to move past this. Can we move past this? Martha is telling Taye that no matter what she does, she don't care how long it is, she always going to have that same energy towards her, so it's best to just stay out her way. She don't want to talk, she don't want to reconcile, she just don't want anything to do with Taye. She's like, you need to get that through your head. Stop stalking me, stop reaching out to me. We will never ever be friends again. I never ever want to do what we did again. Just leave me alone. And this time, y'all, Taye didn't cry. I felt like at that moment, she finally accepted the fact that, like, dang, there's nothing I could do. There's nothing I could say. So she had to let Martha go. So she was just like, you know what? Okay, fine. I wish you would have said that, because she felt like that Martha was kind of stringing her along. She's like, sometimes you would get drunk and you would text me and be like, you better not be with nobody else, this, and that. And the whole time, Martha just playing the field. Martha's like, and also one last thing, I want you to let me and Star be happy together. Like, we're going to be together. We're going to have a family. We're going to move in together. I don't want you guys saying anything or picking on her about it. If you're still going to be friends with her, that's fine. I don't care. But don't try to go against her just because me and her are going to be together. Now, hold on. Wait a minute now, Martha. I had no intentions on being with Martha, especially after all of that. Like, at this point, I just felt like the relationship would be built on a joke, because it's a joke. Martha could obviously read my face, and she's like, what are you looking like that for? I'm like, Martha, we're not going to be together. Like, I could be cordial with both of y'all, but I'm out. Like, I'm tapped out. I'm uninterested. I'm turned off. I'm not trying to have no dealings in that type of category. I felt like y'all had a little something more. Martha just saying that, oh, we just did something together. That was it. But I felt like Taye was feeling deeply for Martha. So who would I be as a friend, even if so, to still try to talk to Martha? Like, I'm not one of them. You could tell that Martha was getting irritated. She's like, okay, whatever you say. Like I said, we're going to be together. We're going to work this out. We're going to get past this. Like, this is nothing. I'm sorry that Taye had to come through and, like, mess up our groove and mess up the vibe. But I'm telling you, we're going to be together. You're going to be happy. This is not like, Martha, how you going to tell me? Martha turned her delusion all the way up, because she even asked Taye, like, hey, can you leave now so, like, me and my girlfriend can sit down and talk about this? Like, I'm really trying to, like, better our relationship. I'm really trying to make sure that things are good between us. Like, Taye, I just need you to leave. You already know the stuff between me and you. Like, if you still want to be friends with her, that's fine. But don't speak to me. Don't talk to me, don't look at me, pretend like I never existed. And I just really didn't like the fact that Martha was just treating Taye like she just, like, dang, mind y'all, friends since the first grade. They've always done birthday trips together. They family's really cool. They call each other sisters. They have matching tattoos, all that. And now standing in front of me, you acting like you don't know her? So I said, Martha, you telling Taye that she needs to leave, she needs to get out. You do too. Like, and furthermore, you can't put nobody outside my house. Like, you have somewhere to go back to the hotel. Like, I'm not doing this with you. You cannot force me. You cannot make me. Y'all, Martha was getting so mad. She's like, shut up. You heard what I said. Hold on, shut who up? Shut up. What? Excuse me? Come again, say what? At this point, I feel like it's safe to say that Martha has lost the very last peace of mind that she has, and I'm going to need her to find it quickly. So she started getting buck with me, like, you heard what I said. You can't get mad because Taye is over here, messing our stuff up. I'm trying to fix it. I'm trying to make it right. I'm going to do any and everything. We're going to be just how we was when we first met. Like, you're my soulmate. You're the love of my life, and we're going to make this work. No, we're not, actually. Nothing is going to work out. You cannot make anything work out, and I'm just not willing to do it with you, Martha. Not today, not tomorrow, not never. So Martha walks towards Taye and she's like, either we're going to work it out or I'm just going to keep on like running my fade with her until we do. So which one? Like, Martha, are you ill? So I'm asking her like, bro, you need to chill out. Like, what? Like, just leave. I'm not understanding about. She's like, I'm not leaving until me and you leave together. Like, we're going to be in a relationship. She's like, either that or Taye gonna have to keep running me my fade until you change your mind. So let me get this straight. You're going to fight this girl every day or every chance you get until me and you can be together, knowing I just said there's no way in HE double hockey stick we can be together? Martha then threatens me because she says that I'm trying to insult her character and I'm trying to embarrass her in front of Taye. So if I said one more word, then she was going to get right with me. At this point, now I got to check your temperature because not only are you in my house, but you're trying to tell me what to do. You just threatened me. So I said one more word. Like, what you got going? Like, what's the vibes? Like, what you want to do? Never in a million years would I thought I'd see the day that Martha had charged towards me. But out of the blink of an eye, Taye moved quick. Taye jumped right in front of me and was like, nah, Martha, this ain't that. You could tell that Martha was overly shocked. She's like, what do you mean? Just not that. Move out of the way. Like, you're not her bodyguard. You're not her security guard. Like, watch out. Taye said, Martha, you heard what I said. This ain't that. You need to just go ahead and leave. Like, this is stupid. You doing too much. Just accept the fact that she don't want you and go. I'm not gonna lie, I can low-key tell that, like, Taye was, like, feeling good, telling Martha, like, look, you didn't want me, so now I don't want you, whatever like that. You could definitely tell she was having fun with it. Martha kind of paused, and she was just looking kind of confused, so I'm thinking she's about to walk away, because she's walking away, like, towards the door. She darts towards the kitchen, grabs a knife, and now she's charging at Taye, who's standing in front of me. She tells Taye, like, move, this is my last time asking you, and if you don't move, you already know what's gonna happen. Like, don't play like you ain't never seen me do this to nobody before. Taye looked Martha right in the eye and said, do what you got to do because I'm not moving. And right when she said that, Martha took the knife and right to the side, just joom, joom, joom. It was like 3 little quick, voop, voop, voop. At that point, I blanked out. And from Taye's point of view, she'll tell you that basically me and her was just in there jumping Martha because you're going too far now. Like, there's crazy and then there's like, are you out of your mind? I really wish that was the last time that Martha did something crazy. But even after putting no contact orders on her, restraining orders on her, like excessive stalking, whatever, Martha just kept coming back stronger and stronger. Not sure why she would think I was her soulmate only after knowing me just like for a few days and stuff like that. But she said that, you know, she would never give up on us. She would never give up on her love and that it would always be me and her no matter what I say, no matter how many times she go to jail, no matter how many fines she got to pay, that she will always find me in this life and the next. At this point, it was past blocking her number or blocking her off social media or just trying to avoid places that I think that she would be at because Martha did eventually end up moving to the exact same city and state as Taye and I was in. It got to the point where I even had to change jobs. I even had to change the area that I was living in just all to avoid Martha because she didn't care if I called the police. She didn't care if, you know, she would end up in court. She didn't care about any of that. She just kept coming back to back to back. Crazy to say, me and Taye's friendship actually got a little stronger after that whole thing because we definitely couldn't believe it. I felt like we bonded after that. It was kind of a little weird at first because, like I said, the whole situation involving Martha, but me and Taye was able to rekindle the friendship and be locked in strong as ever. So now, to this day, we are still cordial. As far as Martha goes, last I heard, she was ended up in the mental institute. I know she had a very, very bad drinking problem or whatever. So honestly, instead of us talking about Martha at this part of the story, we can actually send her prayers or whatever. I have not seen Martha in quite some time. I would not like to see Martha. I would like to keep it this way. I'm not sure what would happen if I did see Martha because the last time I saw Martha, I was with somebody and Martha acted as if I was cheating on her. She was asking me why am I doing this to her. She had a whole little episode crying and everything, telling me I'm breaking her heart and I shouldn't be doing this. Even the person that I was with was just kind of like, are you sure she's lying? Like, I'm telling you, Martha, if she's going to be anything, she needs to be an actress because she got it 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. And that's all, folks. Not sure what y'all moral of the story is going to be, but mine, just stay away from Marthas. Don't date friends within the friend. If your friend tell you not to mess with somebody, just don't mess with that person. No matter how good they look, no matter how the vibes is, just don't go against the grain. Or you can do it for the plot and just have an awesome story time to tell about it.